Hi, Mrs. Thomas here. This is just to help you if you haven't been able to download the PowerPoint or you can't get the audio clips to work. So, ignore the first slide. Hang on, where's the second slide? There we are. And this tells you that we're into Lesson 1, Genre and Audience. Lesson 1 is 18 slides long, but in this in this YouTube clip, we're only going to look at slides 1 to 5, okay? Your first activity. Or even with your friends online. How many different magazine titles can you list? Okay, think of all the ones you've ever seen, read, heard of, seen on the shelves in the supermarket. You might have them in your house, your nan's house. You might have seen them online. How many different magazine titles? What type of magazines are they? So all those titles you've listed, can you then group them into different types? So just like when you go to the movies and you see horror films or comedy films or romance films or spy films or cowboy films or alien movies, what types of magazines are there? Can you group all those titles into different groups? And this is what we call genre. And then for each of those groups, can you think about those magazines? How do you know? How do you know that that's a children's magazine? What do all those children's magazines have in common? What do all the hair and beauty magazines have in common? What do all the football magazines or the mountain biking magazines or the music magazines have in common? How can you tell by looking at them? So you need to think about the pictures, the fonts, the colours, the language that's used. So for each type, what are the different features that tell you it's of that type? And also, what different types of people might read those magazines? What are the audiences for those magazines? Slide 5, you might have come up with some of these groups, but you will also have thought of your own types of magazines, different genres. So for each genre, how do you know that those magazines are of that genre? The language, the fonts, the colours, the pictures. What might you expect to find on the front cover of each of those? And what is the audience? You just need to do this on rough paper. You don't need to hand this in, but I would like you to do the task in preparation for the next activity.